Yeah, absolutely. About at 11:30 when we first arrived, we spoke to Officer Leo Kosinski with the Chesapeake Police Department. Right now, we're going to take you guys to that full interview with all of the information we have at this point. But again, at that time, they said they believed the shooter is dead. We have now confirmed that the shooter is in fact dead. Take a listen.
It's very limited information at this point. So at 10:12 p.m., our emergency dispatch center received a call for a shooting that occurred here at the Walmart here on Sam Circle. I apologize.
No worries.
So we respond initially. We found, as soon as we get here, we find basic evidence that a shooting had occurred. What was actively going on. So we responded as in an active shooter fashion. We're trained for that. It falls within our area of what we do. So we go inside, and long story short, over the course of the next 30-45 minutes, we were able to find multiple fatalities and multiple injured parties. With the Chesapeake Fire Department, we were able to put rescue and tactical teams together to go inside to provide life-saving measures rapidly and quickly. And then through the course of the investigation, we believe it was a single shooter, and we believe that shooter is deceased at this time. Officers are still on scene right now, combing through the building just to be sure, but as of right now, we believe it's only one shooter, and we believe that one shooter is deceased right now. Like I said before, there's multiple fatalities and multiple injuries, so we're just a little over an hour into the incident, and unfortunately, it's very fluid right now, and that's all I have at this time.
Do you want to say if the shooter is self-inflicted?
We do not know at this time.
Is the shooter an employee?
We do not know at this time.
Were any shots fired by police?
Not to my knowledge. I do not believe so.
So when you guys got here, was it pretty much, over, I guess?
I do not know. I don't know the timeline just yet. I kind of got here quite a bit after the fact that it happened. I believe that the shooting had stopped when we arrived, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So we did treat it as an active threat response, which is within our normal response tactics.
Was it just Chesapeake Police that responded, or did you have help from other agencies?
Initially, it was just Chesapeake Police, but I believe I saw a state trooper vehicle outside earlier that's providing some assistance.
And you probably can't answer this, but when you say multiple fatalities, over 5, any age range? Not age range.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think right now it's less than 10. I think that's a pretty accurate right now.
Did the shootings happen inside the store or outside, or do we know?
I believe what happened inside.
Inside. Any employees involved? I think we may have already asked that.
I do not know.
But there is at least one deceased outside the building, correct?
Correct. There is one person that's deceased outside right now.
But the shootings happen at least inside, perhaps outside as well.
Could be. I'm not 100% sure. It's still very
What's
new.
your next steps?
Right now, it's an open crime scene. It's an active investigation. We have officers inside, detectives responding. We're still combing through the building to look for more victims, both injured or deceased. And we're just kind of providing that care at this point before we turn it completely over to the criminal investigation section. At that point, it becomes just a full-fledged, essentially a homicide investigation.
Are you actively looking for anybody right now?
We are still looking for people.
As far as
right
somebody,
we don't believe we believe there was only one shooter. So we're not really looking for another shooter, but we're prepared if there is a second shooter.
Asking,
That's basically what it is. But we're also looking for more victims because people could be scared, they could be hiding, they could be injured. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Can you tell us about the initial response, the initial 911 calls? Were they calls of a shooting or injured person? How did that?
Initially, it came in as a call of a shooting. I don't know how many calls came in. I just looked it up on my computer system, which is what kind of our we call it CAD, computer-aided dispatch. That's where I got the information was from on there. And the initial call came in, I believe, was around 10:12 p.m.
Are you confident that you've located all the victims?
Not yet. We're still looking.
Still looking for victims.
But you got to remember,
you're not necessarily looking for any kind of additional shooter.
Correct. This is a very large store. It's a super center. A lot of area, a lot of hiding spots. I don't know how many people were here. So, when the guy comes in, shots ring out, people could get scared. They could be hiding. We want to make sure everybody's accounted for. We want to make sure there's nobody injured that needs medical assistance. That's either conscious or unconscious that needs help. We're trying to, basically, we're trying to make the building safe and locate all victims is kind of where we're at this point.
This might not be a question you can answer either, but do you guys know yet if the shooter came in with the intent of doing this, or did something happen inside the store? Okay.
We're not sure.
As far as you know, there was only one shooter. Is that correct?
Right now, we believe it's only been one shooter, yes.
Did the shooting happen during store hours?
Say again?
Did the shooting happen during store hours?
I believe the building's open 24/7.
It is? Okay.
I believe it is. Say, ma'am?
Was the shooter employed by Walmart?
I don't know. Not sure. That's part of the investigation. I don't have an exact number right now. We have multiple fatalities and multiple injuries. I don't know. I was telling them I think it's probably less than 10 fatalities right now, but I don't have a hard number. That could change.
Sorry, fatalities.
Correct, fatalities. I believe there's several fatalities and several injuries.
How many
Several
were
injuries.
shot total, including fatalities?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Don't know.
So I want to ask, we've seen a lot of people leaving the parking lot, probably shoppers. Are there exit interviews? Are you canvassing the people who were here? I see a lot of people leaving.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been over here with you guys. I don't really know what's going on there. There's dozens and dozens of officers over there handling that aspect. I really don't know. I can say right now, Family Reunification Center is at the Chesapeake Conference Center. I don't have the address for that right now. If you guys, I believe it's Conference Center Drive. I don't know the exact numeric. I would say if you guys could put out just to public to stay clear of the area right now. Obviously the store's closed right now while we conduct our police investigation. And like I said, the Family Reunification Center for anybody that thinks that they might have had a loved one that shopped here, or hold on. Steve, will you call dispatch and just ensure them that if anybody calls in, they give them my work number, not my personal cell number, please? Sorry about that. My phones are
Okay.
So that's a place where family members can go?
If you believe your family member was here, go to the Chesapeake Conference Center. That's where we're the Family Reunification.
Got it.
So again, like you just heard, that full interview of all the details we know right now. Again, do not come to this Walmart. If you think you have a loved one here, go to the Chesapeake Conference Center. That's the Family Reunification Center. And we are just told we're about to move across this retention pond, across this fence. So we're going to head that way. We should be able to get a better view and understanding of what agencies are here once we move closer. So of course we will keep you guys updated once we move and kind of get resituated and get our bearings over there when we can see more.